Yo, what's going on, guys? It's King VFD here. Back with another video. I went to the Yu-Gi-Oh! National Championship in Raleigh, North Carolina. Went X3 one playing Kashtira, and I wanted to show off my list. And it was a really crazy deck for my first nationals ever. It was not bad. I went X3 one in Swiss. A lot of my matchups came down to time and whatnot, and I could have had a lot of chances to make day two, but it all comes with good practice. So I'm hoping to be doing a lot with Yu-Gi-Oh! Trying to top again. But this deck did good for me, and I'll show it off to you. So it's the basic Kashtira stuff where we play the 3 Fenrir, the 2 Unicorn, and the 2 Rise Heart and the 1 Scareclaw. These are all like your basic things that you need. I didn't want to play 3 of this because I actually went up against a guy who drew into 3 of it and couldn't play anything. And I wanted to see as many options as possible. I didn't want to break on as much because you want to keep the deck as consistent as possible with as many options. And basically, the 3 Planet and Terraforming, the 3 Theosis, 3 Birth, and the Big Bang, they're all pretty standard. You have to play a bunch of these just for consistency purposes. The 3 Pot of Prosperity, obviously, it's a crazy card. The 1 Thrust and 1 Talents. I played a Talents in the side, but I wanted to see Thrust as well in case I drew into both of them. This can also grab you your Terraforming or your Theosis at most to find you your engine pieces and whatnot if you need them, and at most Imperm as well. So these cards were good all around. And then I had the 1 Feather Duster because I expected to see a bunch of Labyrinth or Back Row decks, but never saw Labyrinth in Swiss. And Forbidden Lance. I actually really like this card. It's basically like a Call by the Grave for your cash players, or for your cash names when they either try to imperm you or on their turn they infinite impermanence you or Dark Ruler no more, one of your guys. You can just play this on it and your guy's unaffected the whole turn, so you can still start doing your things. And for all my extra like hand trap utility cards, I played 2 of the Kamungus and 2 Kurikara. These cards were actually crazy. This against Mirror Match and against the Pearly matchups and whatnot. I liked this because I went up against a bunch of Rogue, and this helped to just clear the big bodies that I wasn't able to beat over easily. And for all the basic hand traps, you had the 3 Shifter. A lot of people were citing this, but I really like to mean it, and it actually helped against a lot of my Rogue matchups as well. And then, obviously, the 3 Ash and the 3 Imperm. Your basic hand traps, these are just the best all around to see against a bunch of decks. Didn't see Branded at all in Swiss, but this still came up real well. And that was the main deck at 40 cards, and the extra deck is the 1 Arise Heart. He's just a crazy guy. 2 Shangri-Era. I didn't need to see a 3rd one. I felt 2 was fine because I only went up against 1 cash player the whole time, so I didn't see any of my names really getting banished. But I was just worried about in Swiss, not having that. The 2 Big Eye. I was seeing people play the Mountain Smasher, and this probably would have been one of it. But in case of the mirror match, I wanted to have at least 1 because then it's a big threat against their board if it's 1 Arise Heart pass. But the Dark Armed, the card was crazy. This card was crazy as well. And I probably would have played the Mountain Smasher instead of this guy, but this guy was also cool because he did come up once where I locked someone into they couldn't play any cards or whatnot. So he was pretty cool, especially for like time or whatnot if that ever came up. And the Double Zeus because you kind of have to in case they banish one off of the Unicorn. And basically my Prosby target /ish cards. This was okay. It drew me okay. I know a lot of people played the pop cards like Entis and whatnot, but I didn't think those would come up as much. And the Donner, this carried me one whole match because some Sprite player Ibly locked me, and all I had to do was make that with a normal summon. And Baron DeFleur actually came up a lot with normal summon Ash or whatnot. And that was the extra deck. I feel it was pretty standard. Probably would have just switched a few things out. And then I got the side deck as well. So, 2 Ghost Spell. I liked this against a few of the Rogue matchups. I liked it as another normal summon to make Baron with. It was okay all around. I was expecting to go up against things like Labyrinth or like Branded, other decks that this is good against. Cyclone against Runic players and whatnot, or against Floodgates and whatnot, was pretty good. 2 Enemy Controller to out the Ibly lock on top of all the other links and whatnot that you play. Then I played the 1 other Talents on the side in case I went up against other decks like the Mirror Match or Pearly and whatnot. and 2 Dark Ruler no more. This card was crazy at shutting down boards and whatnot. 2 Evenly, 2 Solemn Judgment, and 2 Anti-Spell. I liked the Judgment because it was an answer to cards like Evenly and Lightning Storm going first if I didn't see this. I didn't want to brick on 3 ofs, like see multiples of that or multiples of that. I kind of wanted to see a variety of in between. But yeah, a lot of answers for the deck was kind of really crazy. But that was my list, guys. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe, like if you want to, and I'll see you guys later.